Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Paul's Halls. My name is Paul, and this is my haul. This is the unboxing of materials that we got for the Selbyville Public Library. As you can see today, I already have them unboxed. We have a lot going on at the Selbyville Public Library. I highly recommend that you check out the event calendar at selbyvillelibrary.org to see all the amazing events happening here at our library. Some highlights starting Monday, June 10th, we will be serving lunch for children at noon every day, Monday through Friday. There is a great self-defense seminar for teens and adults that's happening on Friday the 14th at 2. And then Friday, June the 21st, we'll have a summer kickoff party. We're going to have a pancake making event at 11:30. And then at 1, Cascading Carlos will be entertaining us at the Salem United Methodist Church. So that will be fantastic. And that really starts about a 2-month period where we're going to have amazing programmers for children at the library almost every single week. All right, let's get to the books. We have a lot of books to get through, so let's start with the kids' books. The first book is Bubbly Beautiful Kitty Corn from Shannon Hale and New Fam. Unicorn longs to be a mermaid, and with Kitty's help, they may make that a reality. But it isn't all rainbows for Unicorn, because sometimes our expectations don't meet reality. Next, we have A Better Best Friend from Olivier Talek. This is a cute book about friendship and best friends and how we can always have more room for more best friends. A Better Best Friend from Olivier Talek, T-A-L-L-E-C. Next, we have this great financial literacy book for children. This one is How to Turn $100 into $1 million. It's from James McKenna and Janine Glista with Matt Fontaine. A powerful financial literacy book for children that talks about how to earn money, save money, and grow your money. And from me looking through this, I am going probably to learn a lot from here as well. I think that anyone could read this and gain a lot of information. Next, we have a juvenile graphic novel. This is the graphic novel adaptation of Paula Danziger's Amber Brown is Not a Crayon, and it's adapted and illustrated by Victoria Ying. Justin and Amber have always been best friends, but Justin is moving away soon. Can the two besties find a way to say goodbye, and can they keep their friendship strong so far apart? Next, we have The Worst Ronin. This is from Maggie Takuda Hall and Faith Schaefer. Tetsuo is Chihiro's hero, the perfect samurai, and now Chihiro gets a chance to kill a demon terrorizing a village with Tatsuo. Unfortunately, Tatsuo is really not the perfect samurai that Chihiro thought. And the unlikely pair must face both an actual demon, but also the demons in their past. All right, now some large print books. We have I Will Ruin You from Linwood Barclay. English teacher Richard Boyle averts a tragedy at his school when he stops a bomb. He is a hero, and he is now getting all the attention, including the attention of a deranged blackmailer. As he uncovers the truth, he learns that the bomber, the blackmailer, and the local drug criminals are all involved together. What price will Richard pay for one good deed? Next, we have Danielle Steele's Only the Brave. Sophia is a nurse in Nazi Germany, and she risked everything in order to help those in the greatest need flee Germany. Next, we have the newest Harlan Coben book, Think Twice. Myron gave a eulogy at his business partner and former basketball rival Greg's funeral. 3 years later, agents are at Myron's door telling him that Greg is still alive. Myron seeks the truth with his colleague Wynne as they uncover a conspiracy that stretches to the past. That is Think Twice from Harlan Coben. Next, we have Mrs. Quinn's Rise to Fame from Olivia Ford. Jenny has two big secrets. The first is that she is an ambitious baker, and the other will stay hidden forever. Now she finds herself on the hit television cooking show Britain Bakes, and she is gaining some independence for the first time. But her experiencing are unearthing decades of buried memories that threatens to shatter the very foundations of her marriage. This is Mrs. Quinn's Rise to Fame from Olivia Ford. Next, we have The Sicilian Inheritance. This is from Joe Pizzà. Sarah failed in business and love, and on top of that, her grand-aunt Rosie dies in Sicily. On the bright side, Sarah gets to visit Sicily, but while she is there, she learns that her great-grandmother, Serafina, might have been murdered. Thus begins a twist-filled adventure that takes Sarah to the Italian countryside to unearth secrets of her family's past. This is called The Sicilian Inheritance from Joe Piazza. Next, we have All the Glimmering Stars from Mark Sullivan. These are more large print books. Inspired by a true story, two teens are kidnapped by a Ugandan warlord and forced into his army. There, they struggle to remember who they are, but find solace in love with each other. It's Mark Sullivan, All the Glimmering Stars. Next, we have The Summer We Started Over from Nancy Thayer. Eddie is a spectator to notoriety and glamour as a personal assistant to a romance author. Now she is returning home to help her sister, but Nantucket holds a lot of grief and memories. But they decide to open a used bookstore in their father's abandoned barn. This is The Summer We Started Over from Nancy Thayer. Next, from John Connolly, we have The Instruments of Darkness. Charlie Parker is back, and he is working with Moxie Caston to prove the innocence of a woman named Colleen Clark, who was accused of the abduction and possible murder of her own child. Everyone believes that she is guilty except for Moxie and Charlie. And Charlie is going to find the evidence to free Colleen. Next, we have The Deepest Kill from Lisa Black. This is the third book in the Lockhart Institute series. Ellie and Rachel are summoned to find out what happened to the daughter of the third richest man in America at a private compound on the Florida Gulf Coast. This is called The Deepest Kill from Lisa Black. Next is The 24th Hour from James Patterson and Maxine Pietro. This is a Women's Murder Club book. The Women's Murder Club is back. Cindy is getting married, but at the ceremony, a woman is assaulted. Now the group of women are chasing down a high society killer whose target might be one of the Women's Murder Club bridesmaids. It is The 24th Hour from James Patterson and Maxine Pietro. Okay, now to regular print books. We have Ruth Ware's newest book. It's called One Perfect Couple. Lila and Nico get the opportunity to go on television on the show One Perfect Couple, where they will compete against other couples to win a cash prize on an isolated private island. Not long before they arrive, things go bad as everyone loses their temper, a bad storm cuts everyone off from the mainland, and bad things get even worse. This is Ruth Ware's One Perfect Couple. Next, we have Nora Roberts' newest book. It's called Mind Games. This one's a thriller with a supernatural element. Thea is able to see into the minds of souls of others and uses her gift to help the police solve and prevent murders. The only problem is that someone else has this same ability, the man who killed her parents. Many years later, when he gets released, their connection becomes a curse for Thea as the killer searches for revenge. Nora Roberts, Mind Games. All right, a new Kevin Kwan book, the writer of Crazy Rich Asians. This one is called Lies and Weddings. Rufus has spent his millions and is now living off debt, even though he posts Instagram photos of him on yachts. His solution? Marry someone with money. As they host a who's who's of royalty, Rufus must decide which heiress he wants to pursue. But when family secrets come out, can Rufus change his ways and actually find real love and happiness? It is Lies and Weddings from Kevin Kwan. Next, we have The Last Murder at the End of the World from Stuart Turton, which I really want to read. A sweeping fog has destroyed the world, and all that remains is an idyllic island with 125 people. But that refuge becomes shattered when someone is murdered, and worse yet, the system that keeps them all safe is failing, and also has wiped the memories of the 125 people during when the murder took place. Now there is a murderer on the loose, but they don't even know that they are the murderer. Next, we have Stephen King's newest short story collection. This one is called You Like It Darker. Stephen King is back with another short story collection, his first in 4 years. There are 12 stories that delve into the darker parts of life, both literally and metaphorically. If you like Stephen King and you like his short fiction, we have a new one, You Like It Darker from Stephen King. We also have a regular print copy of Think Twice by Harlan Coben and The 24th Hour by James Patterson. And now some nonfiction books. We have Plentiful Country from Tyler Anbinder, The Great Potato Famine and the Making of Irish New York. The Irish potato famine not only completely changed Ireland, but it also changed America as 100 million Irish immigrants moved to the United States by 1855. This book chronicles their migration, the hurdles they experienced in America, and how they shaped our country. Next, we have Love for the Love of Popsicles, 75 refreshing recipes from Sarah Bond. For example, there is a fudge recipe, firecracker, darling lemon thyme. Very cool. You can just learn how to make a bunch of different popsicles. There's a Bloody Mary popsicle. So that's pretty cool. And also, to go along with that, we have an ice cream recipe book. This one is called Great Scoops, Recipes from a Neighborhood Ice Cream Shop, from Marlene Haley and Amelia Ryan of the Mary Dairy. They own a really popular ice cream truck company in Ottawa, Canada. And this is their book of how they do that and a bunch of their recipes that they made their own ice cream with. Next, we have a book from Matthew Hussey. This one is called Love Life, How to Raise Your Standards, Find Your Person, and Live Happily, No Matter What. Matthew Hussey is a world-renowned dating coach. You'll see him everywhere on like YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. This is a practical roadmap for letting go of past relationships, overcoming the fear of getting left behind and finding the love we want. And the last book for today's haul is from George Stephanopoulos with Lisa Dickey. It's called The Situation Room, the inside story of presidents in crisis. This is all about the White House Situation Room. Stephanopoulos recounts dramatic events over multiple presidents' careers and each of the crisis moments and the close calls that happened in the White House Situation Room, where a lot of time a disaster was just narrowly averted. It is The Situation Room from George Stephanopoulos. All right, those are all the books for today. There's a lot of adult books here, and it took a while. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and your patience. As always, thank you for everything. And the best way to support your local library is to use your local library. Thank you for watching.